Hey guys, are you looking for a video to help you start Minecraft Dungeons, kind of learn the basics of fundamentals on how to play this game? Well, look no further. My name is Josh. I create guides based on games, and today I'll do just that. If you guys are a new viewer, consider subscribing. I make videos based on games, offer like tips, tricks, value, a lot of guide content. If you guys are a returning subscriber, thank you guys again for supporting the channel. And if you guys are a returning viewer, again guys, just like the channel and maybe consider subscribing. So without further ado, let's get to this video and let's get it. Alright guys, so let's talk about Minecraft Dungeons, how to, very basic level. I know it's different from other games that I play, which is Apex, Crucible, Call of Duty, but this game is a fun game to kind of venture off from the shooting games. I like to kind of refresh my mind, kind of take my mind off of shooting because it kind of gets a little stale for me. So I like changing it up. In this game, if you guys have Xbox, it's on the Game Pass for free. So just, check that out, play it, try it out. It's a fun game. If I can compare it to games that I played, it's like Destiny, Assassin's Creed, or any other game that you guys have played that's RPG where you have to pretty much grind out to like get the best loot. Obviously power up your character and also level them up so you can start getting, obviously some higher level loot that can, deal a lot of damage and you can progress in the story. So right off the bat on this menu screen, there's a lot of cool items in terms of what you guys can do. Right off the bat, you have your main items, which is your main sword, your main weapon. You have your armor and then your bow, basically your loadout. And then the guys down here are your specialty add-ons. So think of these as your special abilities. So this guy right here is like a firework that shoots out from your bow and obviously does a cool blast. This little shoe thing here is pretty much, it helps you speed up. So regularly when you pick up the game, you're walking at a normal speed, but eventually that's going to get a little annoying. You want to actually progress and move fast. That's where this boot comes into play in terms of speeding you throughout the process. And then this mushroom is a combination of speed but also hits. So as you guys play more and more, there's obviously going to be better abilities, other things you guys can pick up to add on and make your character a lot better than it was when you started. And then this guy here is basically your inventory. It looks really messy. I haven't done any Mary Kondo in terms of clearing this up, but eventually you're going to find weapons that you don't need, especially when, let me show you guys what I mean by that. If you guys see, I have a level 15 sword. I basically don't need these guys anymore. So anything below level 15, I don't need. And just keep in mind for the items that do have enchantments, which are these guys here. Enchantment, just so you guys know what it does. Let me do a question mark. What it does, it pretty much gives you guys a special ability to your weapon. So if you guys look at this weapon right here, this pickaxe, there's enchantments here. So I basically have one enchantment for this item, but as you progress and find unique items, there's actually going to be 2 available enchantments or 3 available enchantments. But when you guys are in the enchantment selection screen, you guys will select one of these 3 items here. So it'll be this guy, or this guy. Once you guys do select the one you guys want, let's say we select the red one right here, the sword one, you can level it up 3 times. So that's where you can level it up with these enchantments. The first one's obviously 1, I think 2 is 2, and then 3 is 3, if that makes any sense. And then obviously when you guys do like dispose of the weapon, you guys do get emerald as currency back. So you could use that during like the home screen or anywhere where they take emerald, and then you get the enchantments back. So if I put 3 in this guy, if I do dispose of it, I do get my 3 back. So just know you will replenish your enchantments, and the way you get enchantments is by leveling up your character. So as I continue to level up my character, which is at level 8, I know it's very basic, I'm pretty sure you guys are at level 500. That's how you guys keep getting enchantments, and then your power is the attribution of everything. So it's pretty much how your character is leveled with weaponry and armor and all that stuff. So it just kind of gives you guys a power scale, just like Destiny if you guys have played that game. So let me keep playing this video and not bore you guys. Overall, this game is pretty dope. I love it because it's very simple. I think anyone can come and play this game and pick it up within a few minutes. Honestly, there's just a hit button there's a movement button, there is a roll button where you just roll, and then your pretty much your abilities that are down here, they're gonna have their own buttons, but it's very simple. I initially thought this was just gonna be a PC game, but once I found out that Xbox Game Pass had it, I'm like, you know what, let me check it out. But the game is cool. I've been playing this game for about, I think, a day or two, not fully, a few hours here and there, but it's actually a really fun game. As you guys can see right now, I'm shooting these guys with the arrows. Initially, when you start the game, the enemies aren't that hard. They're very easy to manage. So right here, you just saw, actually, let me cut myself off real quick. This is what I mean by the leveling up of the character. So as I leveled up, I got an enchantment. I just want to clear that out for you guys. So you guys ask, like, hey, how do you guys get it? That's how it's done. But yeah, this game is pretty dope. It's very fun. It's very simple. We're not talking about graphics beyond high scale. It's very simple. It's Minecraft. This is like my first Minecraft game that I've actually played, to be honest with you guys, but it's really cool. It's refreshing. It's very different. I was playing the other day and I was just like, man, like, it's simple, but it's still engaging, and you just want to level up your character. So if you're the type of person that likes to play those grinding games, try to find good loot and continue to progress or replay the levels over and over again, you guys will like this game. One of the things too is, obviously, in the main map, there's a breakdown of all the levels. You guys can complete the levels in different difficulty levels, meaning, obviously you could start off on easy, normal, hard, and then it gets a lot harder. But as you guys know, if you go to the higher difficulty level, then you will need the required level, which is like, level 10, level 20, level 30. Because if you do go into that game with a higher tier level and you're, let's say, 10 and it's a level 30 level, you're gonna have a hard time. Meaning you trying to take down the enemies, because their damage, one, is going to hurt you pretty much full, and then you dealing damage won't do much. So that's where the grind needs to come into play. The other thing too is you will need to play the levels multiple times to capture all the loot. When you guys do go on the selection screen of the map, there is some boxes at the bottom that showcase all the items that you guys have captured. If there's a question mark, that is telling you that you will need to replay the level again if you want to capture all the loot, which is cool. It kind of creates that replay value, and it doesn't make it like, hey, I beat the level, I got everything, let me go on to the next one. So I've been playing this level for like probably 3 or 4 times, just because I wanted to see if I could capture everything and get better in terms of my gameplay. But overall, the game is cool. One thing you guys should know is, if you guys look at my bottom section of the screen, let me clear this out. The bottom section of my screen, you will see the heart at the middle. This heart is your health. So as it, decreases, lowers, that means you're losing the health. But keep in mind, you do have a potion here that replenishes that health over time. But you also can get health by, capturing the cherries. There's like certain items that they drop, which are basically health potions that you can eat, or potion items that you can eat, and it pretty much replenish your energy. So just keep that in mind. Like, don't use the potion too many times, because the cooldown time is a very long time. So just use it when you're in a tight situation, and let's say you're super low, then obviously hit it so you can actually heal up. So let me clear this screen real quick. Right now, what you guys see is, obviously, I'm using the bow. The bow is cool for holding your distance. It's fun, especially when you pretty much charge it back and you attach it with the firework. Right now I'm using that one. Obviously, I'm pretty sure there's some better ones as you progress. The other thing too is to speed up my character, as you guys just saw. Let me go back. So right now I use the mushroom, which gives me the ability to hit these guys, which you guys will see right now. So I just hit the mushroom and I hit these guys really fast. So it obviously increases my speed and power. At the same time, I'm also hitting the shoe, which you'll see right now. I do a little boost. So that's what I mean by the boost of moving around the level. And it also helps because that helps you during situations. This little boost right here, it helps you to either, one, if you're trying to get to the end of the map quicker, you can use that. If you're trying to engage or disengage a situation, then you use that. Obviously, if you guys have armor that decreases the cooldown, which obviously I've seen through YouTube videos. There's actual armor that actually helps you replenish your abilities a lot faster. Then that's where it helps you kind of like speed map throughout the whole level and just pretty much be a super fast character. The other thing too that I wanted to show you guys is, and I don't want to keep boring you guys and just, you know, talk, is that when you guys press the map button, which is really awesome, this map right here, you actually have the option just to keep it on screen. I toggle it in and out just to see where I'm going. But one cool tip that I would give you guys is, if you guys are trying to find chests, if you guys keep it open and let's say I'm walking and I just go here, let's say I just stop here, right? The chest will appear. You don't really need to be all over the outskirts, meaning I need to, you know, go to every nook and cranny to find the chest. Even if I'm here at this point where I'm at, where Max is at, the chest could appear. So just keep in mind, you just need to like go a certain amount and the chests will appear in terms of showing their indication, which is a great way if you're just trying to grind it to find new loot and get more chests and find some new things. Just keep in mind, keeping your map active and open will help you do that. So let me clear this out. Let me keep this going. You know, I've been seeing some cool, you know, YouTube videos of like, you know, how to grind the game or how to beat certain levels very fast, or, you know, some upgrades that you should do to kind of make your character boss and all that stuff. And it's pretty cool. There's a lot of ways that you can, you know, use the character or create your character to be a certain type, depending on what you know, want to make it. So let me keep increasing this. Oh, this is pretty cool. The TNT bombs. I'm not sure if you guys have tried it yet, but this guy deals a lot of damage. It's pretty much a bomb. You can hit, you can throw a bow and arrow, but you also can chuck it, and then it obviously deals a lot of damage in terms of exploding the enemy. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to see what else I can show you guys. Obviously, the indicators here, if you guys see that yellow thingy on the upper right hand corner, I know it just disappeared, but it's right here. Oh crap. Let me go back. All right, let me clear this up real quick. Well, you guys see it. It's right here. Those guys are your indicators. It's pretty much telling you where to go. So if you get stuck, just look for that and I'll show you how to pretty much finish the level. Keep in mind, maps are very different in terms of how they move and all that stuff. You know, let's say there's a pathway this way, there's a pathway this way. You know, the indicator is always going to take you where it wants to take you, but keep in mind, you can pretty much disengage and go to other areas to find new loot, maybe find a new cave that you haven't found. Just know that you can actually go around. There's no penalty beyond that, but once you get to, let's say, you know, hey, I need to get back in track, then obviously you look for the indicator and then you go your way to finishing the map and the level. So keep that in mind. Let me keep this going. So yeah, the emeralds, you obviously collect those guys. You know, I didn't find it very difficult when I played this game initially. It's pretty easy, like I said. You know, if you find it very difficult initially, use your bows, but do keep in mind you do have a certain amount of bows. If you look at the bottom right hand corner, you see the 95, but you will collect more and more as you defeat more enemies. So just FYI on that. And then these guys, they get intense, but as you continue to use your abilities, whether it's the firework or the mushroom or even your speedster boots, you'll be fine. You guys will catch on once you guys keep playing this game and give it a try. But let me speed this up. Overall, there's no difficulty in the first level, so this is basically the first level of the map. I think I'll find difficulty when I start facing some bosses or even some bigger characters, which I have been seeing on YouTube of other players playing. Those guys, oh, let me show you guys real quick. These guys right here, let me stop it at the right time. So these guys are notorious towards becoming red. So once they see you in their line of sight, they start blinking red. If you actually approach them and you just pretty much sword them, they're dead. Whereas let's say you use the bow and arrows, they're going to continue to push and then blow up in front of your face. If they do stop and they start blinking, just use the boots and then do the roll. So you're going to run and then just obviously roll and then you'll avoid the damage that's like obviously it's doing within its radius. So just keep that in mind. Like if you're too stuck and you can't do it, just make sure you use the boots, do a roll, and then you'll obviously leave that bomb explosion that it creates. So you'll see right now what I do. It obviously seeds me, it blinks, hit it, and then it, you take it out. These guys with the bow and arrows, they're not intense at all. You can get up close or just shoot them with some bows too. Obviously, if you charge back your bow, what does that mean? It's a stronger, powerful hit. Whereas if it's a light one, then it, it deals damage, but it's not as strong as a fully charged bow hit. I mean, so let me keep this going. Don't want to bore you guys. Pretty all basic, but here you guys see, obviously you're getting loot. You get the emeralds. Go some more action. You see obviously a new piece of loot, some arrows I could pick up, and that's how you're gonna collect more weaponry, whether it's chests or characters, or even if your weapon, let's say the enchantment, there's an enchantment out there that actually gives you loot for every hit that you take. So there's a lot of cool ways you guys can improve, or let me actually go back. You can improve your weapon to benefit you in the long term. So let me show you guys real quick. I just stopped it and went back. So this is what I mean. This sword now is obviously better than the one that I have, I believe, but you start seeing here there's 2 enchantments because it's a rare weapon. Obviously the unique ones or other weapons will have 3, so you have now 3 different things you could add on to it. Do know that you actually could use the same type of enchantments over and over again. So let's say there's a sword here and a sword here, you could actually double power that sword in terms of making it that way. But this guy here, actually, this chest box is the loot one that I was telling you about. This one gives you the loot in terms of every character that you hit. 100%, I think there's like a 100% chance, 200% chance, a 300% chance. There's different levels, obviously. That's the one that you want to get for looting and getting new weapons, especially if you're just grinding it. And then obviously this one's emeralds. I think this one's a hit one, and then I forget this one. I think this one's a spin one. I'm not sure. But again, you guys are seeing how I'm starting to level up. I was level 8 at the beginning of the video, but again, I think you guys get the gist of this game. Okay, so let me keep going. Obviously, I'm doing some Mary Kondo, just clearing this out. You don't really need all this junk in here. Obviously, it starts getting full, and then you're like, what the hell is going on? So there we go. See, there we go. So you're seeing the types of enchantments that I could add. So I'm deciding what to do. Obviously, let me go back real quick. So obviously, there's leeching. Defeating a mob heals you a small portion of a mob's max health. That's okay. I did like the loot box though. I did like the chestwood. Fire aspect is pretty cool. I did have it on another weapon. Honestly, again, it's what you guys want. I know there's a lot of tips and tricks out there that people say, hey, fix up your weapon this way because it'll be boss. Like, honestly, just be creative. Like, just start testing and seeing what works. Because you'll definitely find another weapon that you can actually upgrade to your liking. This is one I was telling you guys. This is pretty cool because it drops loot and consumables. So that's pretty cool. And then obviously the second level enchantment, the other box, obviously some other add-on efforts. So again, guys, obviously when you add on enchantment, I only have 4 right now. You can look at the upper left-hand corner. So keep that in mind. Each one will take 1, but then the second level will take 2. So just know that it'll take 2 and it'll take 3. So let me clear this out and let me keep this going. Again, game is a lot of fun. There's nothing that I would say I would give it a bad review. It's a very easy pickup game. I've never played it on PC, but I'm pretty sure it's just as simple in terms of playing this game and kind of enjoying it. So if you guys are like into those, Destiny, Assassin's Creed, RPG type of games, even if you're a Minecraft lover, like if you're a Minecraft fan, I'm pretty sure you guys will be a fan of this game because you guys are already raving fans for the brand. But overall, like, this game is a lot of fun. Trying to see if I could find anything new for you guys that I didn't cover. Again, you're just progressing. These spiders, obviously, they shoot out webs. They think they're Spider-Man, but they're really not. But obviously you use the arrows, you knock them out, easy peasy. Nothing too complicated here. Let me see what else I can do here. Oh, I found another sword, level 18 now. So you guys can see I'm progressing with my weaponry and my power and level. So again, that weapon obviously is a unique one, but now only has 1 enchantment. So just know certain weapons will have 1, 2, 3 types of enchantments you could add onto the item. But again, just test it out. You know, there's never right or wrong answer on how you level up your character and what you do. If you're looking for a certain build, then yeah, look at YouTube and find those builds that maybe interest you. But for me, it's more like testing out the waters and seeing what I like, what I'm good with. In this level, you obviously have to help these guys that are in prison by making them escape, which is very easy, guys. You just open the cages, those little wooden thingies, and they escape, and you guys will be fine. Let me see what else we got here. Obviously, the little indicators, as you guys can see, the yellow ones, pretty much telling me where to go. Obviously, just look around. I'm a loot guy. I just keep walking around at the edge of the maps. I don't really go straight. I just go around, lose myself. Let's see what else. The big guy, no issue here. Those guys right there, that guy's like a wizard. He pretty much possesses people and then makes the other character kind of like boss. But as long as you take out that guy, you'll be fine. Nothing too hard, guys. Nothing too hard like Apex or Crucible or Call of Duty. I think you guys will be fine with this game. But I'll continue to make videos on Minecraft on things that I find or things that I find interesting. But overall, this game is a lot of fun. Do I recommend it? Yes. If you guys have Xbox Game Pass, do it now. Like, download it now. I'll wait for you guys right now. Never mind, I won't. But if you guys are on PC, pick it up. I think it's a really fun game. It's worth it. I'm loving the game so far, and I will definitely create more videos on Minecraft here and there, just to give you guys some new kind of refreshing videos. But other than that, guys, I think I'll leave it to here. I'll let you guys enjoy the video for its duration, but I will catch you guys until the next one. Later, guys.
These villages are free from the clasp of the villagers, all thanks to you.